Am I really that much to handle? Breaking these niggas down like a camel. You don't really to throw you up.
Y'all, I love that little theme song. But what's up, guys? It's your girl Brittany, and I'm back with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that. If you're new here, welcome. If you're not new here, welcome back. I know how you give it up and get down. So, y'all, throughout Vlogmas, I just watched Sex and the City for the first time, and I'm going back and rewatching it so I can do these videos. But y'all, I've been seeing a lot of Carrie Bradshaw hate, and I was like, oh my gosh, no lie, even when I did my videos, I had my fair share of bashing her, but I did not know that y'all real deal hated Carrie Bradshaw on the show. Y'all thought she was the worst of the four. I did not know that. And no lie, was Carrie necessarily my favorite? No. Did I support everything that Carrie did? Hell no. But no lie, watching season 2, since I'm talking about season 2, I actually felt bad for her. It's am I the only one that felt bad for her? So yeah, boom, I'm about to sit here and talk about, addressing the Carrie Bradshaw hate, and I'm about to talk about all the moments of season 2 that I genuinely felt bad for her. So yeah, let's just get into it. So I honestly feel like I felt bad for her in season 2. Mind you, we only strictly talking about season 2. I ain't get to season 3 yet. Okay, yeah, if you know about season 3, but season 2, I genuinely felt bad for her. And the reason why I felt bad for her is because she was just in love and obsessed with somebody that did not give about her. Okay, I was watching some video, and it's a lot of people that are just oh, he cared about Carrie, Big cared about Carrie in his own way, and woo. But it's honestly, when it came down to me rewatching season 2, I'm still on the wave where it's I really don't see the care that he had for her. It just seemed all of season 2 she spent trying to prove herself to him. And I said, no lie, maybe I felt bad for her because I lived this life before, but it's being in love with someone just make you do stupid shit. And it's it just seemed it affected her life, her friendships. So yeah, y'all should cut that girl Carrie some slack. Y'all, honestly, this was just a bad season for Carrie, just because of the fact that she was just blinded in love. It's her common sense when it came to old dude Mr. Big just constantly went out the window. And quite frankly, I'm not sure why, because honestly, and no lie, I hate to say this but I honestly would have understood if he was giving our sis some money. It's you was obsessed with some dude, and mind you was effing what Carisha saying from Young Miami, how you messing with a rich and ain't getting none? But it's the fact of the matter, it's she was going around the press and doing all this stuff, and she wasn't getting nothing back from the relationship, not even no money. I at least thought he was sliding her, paying her rent or something. I was just but y'all, that's beside the point. Let me go into the moments where I felt bad for her. So boom, I started feeling bad for her during episode 7, season 2, episode 7, and that was when the episode when she got her toothbrush from him. Mind you, one thing that pisses me off about the toothbrush scene is that she asked for a toothbrush. He gave her the toothbrush head, and she never ended up brushing her teeth. That honestly kind of irritated me, because it's whatever. And then that toothbrush head kind of solidified, their relationship in her head. And this is like when I started feeling bad for her, no lie. And then after that, you know, it was a wedding going on that she was invited to, and she was invited to, you know, read a poem. And she told him that she was about to read a poem, and he invited himself to listen to her read the poem. And then when it was time for her to read the poem, he picked up a call and left. And no lie, I kind of felt bad for her in that moment. Like, it was a lot of people that were just like, oh, you know, she didn't care about the poem, and she was just doing this because she was invited and because Miranda asked her to, and woo woo. And to me, that's not the point. Because if I were Carrie, I'll be pissed too, because of the fact that Big, dude, you invited yourself here. You invited yourself to hear me read the poem, all for when it's time for me to read the poem, you decide that you want to take a phone call. I'm pretty sure whoever called you could have waited 30 more seconds. She was not reading a book, a newspaper. She wasn't even reading her column. That girl was reading a poem that took like 30 seconds maximum. Like, you couldn't give our sis 30 seconds, Big. Like, and at this moment, I felt bad for her because of the fact that, you know, just the expression on her face when he got up and left. Like, she was just like, I was like, oh my gosh. And then after the wedding, well, not after the wedding, after that happens, you know, she kind of confronts him about it. And she's just like, I want somebody that's going to be here with me throughout the end of the wedding. And he's like, okay, fine, I will stay. And she's just like, really? So then we get to season 2, episode 9. And like I said, felt bad for her as well. Because she's out with her man. And her man, Mr. Big, is literally checking out other women in her face. Mind you, when she met with Big's wife earlier on, she told him that, you know, they got divorced because he had a wandering eye and it wandered to her best friend. I don't know why she took that information and just kind of like disregarded it, because now it's catching up with her in season 2, episode 9, where, yeah, she's with him. And y'all, he was breaking his neck to see the hoes. He was like, damn. Like, I was like, damn. And I felt bad for her because of the fact that she was just too scared to say something. Like, she did not say anything to him about it. And she questioned him after she punched him in the face. This is the episode where she punched him in the face. And it's just like, damn, girl, like, if you just would have unleashed this anger right then and there when you were seeing the stuff that you didn't like, then you honestly wanted to punch the man in the face. But the fact that she just had all this built up things and him pushing her out the bed and she ended up punching his ass in the face, it's just like, it's not funny, but it's just like, girl, it didn't have to get physical, it didn't have to get violent. And then on top of that, after they talk about it, they kind of like take a breather for a few days. He comes back and nothing happens. And one thing I hate about their relationship is that they have no conversation. They don't talk anything out. They ask each other questions, and then the other person asks another question. Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you call? Bitch, why didn't you call me? Answer my question. Like, that would have pissed me off. Like, don't play with me. Then we go to the next episode, season 2, episode 10. And y'all, oh my gosh, she told this man that she loved him, and I honestly wanted to throw some ice cream at my TV, because he brings her a purse. And the purse was not her at all. She didn't like it. And so instead of telling her that she didn't like it, she she blurts out that she loves him. And after she says that, he did not say it back. He just said thanks, kissed her on the forehead, and they went to wherever they were going. Like, y'all, that hurt. Like, I don't know if y'all ever been in this situation, but telling somebody you love them and they don't say it back, it's just kind of like, whoa, okay. Like, and I'm guessing him not loving her back, the only thing he could say was thank you. But it's just like the crazy, like I said, I just feel bad because now she's actually saying it out loud, like, man, I love you. And he's just like, but within the episode, like, she's just going crazy mentally, emotionally, because she said it to him and he didn't say it back. So also, all the times that they're out, she's just planning on him saying it, but he never says it. So they go to this party together, and then she sees that Mr. Big, you know, this big finance bank dude, whoever he's supposed to be, I honestly never understood what his job was. So she goes and meet his people, and they're all like him. They have suits, conservative, and then you see her and she walk in with a colorful dress on, and it's just like, it's hitting her in her head like, damn, like, I don't even fit in with this group of people. So she goes outside, she sees somebody she knows, I think it's somebody she used to mess around with, and she ends up getting drunk, going home with him, kissing him. And I just felt bad for her, just due to the fact that all that was just like, all this just came from the fact that she told him that she loved him and he didn't say it back. And then she's seeing his lifestyle and she realizes that she's not fitting his lifestyle. And it's just, she probably thinks in her head that, wow, like, this dude don't love me. I don't fit in with his lifestyle. Like, he's about to dump me. Even if he did, I would have been so happy. But to her, like, she's just upset about it. So as she's in the bed with whoever she just spent the night with, he calls her and aggressively tell her that he loves her. And even the way he says it, it's just like, okay, I love you. It's just kind of like, okay, I guess I love you too. But the fact that that was enough for her and she's just like, I love you too. It's just kind of like, girl, Carrie. Like, this whole time, I really just wanted her to stand up. Like, for real. Because even the I love you didn't get to me. And I hate that that was enough for her. Like, I hate it. Then we go to the next episode, season 2, episode 11. And it seems like, you know, her friends are getting in her head because she has a bag of her stuff because she's going to spend the night at her man Big's house. And they're just like, whoa, you know, you don't have a drawer there? And she's just like, no, you know, he's not too big on stuff. And so she goes to his house after having these conversations with her friends, and she starts leaving things at his house. She says she even took a number 2 there, and everybody's just like, okay, good girl, good for you. You know, your relationship is improving. Yay! But the next day, he came to her house and he bought her all the stuff that she left there back. And I'll tell you, I would have been so hurt. And she's just like, hey, I meant to leave that stuff over there. And he basically tells her, girl, why? Like, why is you leaving stuff at my house, girl? Like, why are you leaving stuff at my house? And she tells him, like, you know, I don't wake up like this. You know, I actually have to do things to look like this. And she asks him, what is the ideal living situation of 2 people that were together? And he said, shoot, you come to my house sometimes, I come to your house sometimes. Like, what else do we need? Like, girl, what do you want? Because I thought we was living a dream. But instead of her saying how she actually feels, she goes to his house, you know, and still continues to pack her spend the night bag. But y'all want to know what she finds? She finds a picture of them together hidden in his sock drawer, and she realizes that this is enough for her. She said, I don't have to leave stuff here because when I'm gone, I'm already here. A hidden picture in the sock drawer. So the hidden picture in the sock drawer was enough for her, and she just feels like this is enough. Then we go to season 2, episode 12. I don't know why I keep saying season 2 because we are in season 2. So we go to episode 12, and this was, she finds out of nowhere that her man might be moving to Paris. And he said he knew about this for a long time, but just because it wasn't finalized, he really did feel the need to kind of like bring it up. So, and she's hella upset. And the breakdown that she had at the cafe with her friends, when she was just like, why do I keep I can't believe I'm here again. Like, I just felt bad for her. And the thing is, it was so real, because it's just like, girl, yes, all of us in America, or did this show hit globally or whatever, all of us in the globe, okay, are wondering why you going through this again, because you finding out from your man as he's about to go to Paris that he might be moving to Paris for like 6 months to a year. Like, what? Like, why didn't you feel the need to tell me this? Like, I'm confused too. So when he gets to Paris, you know, one night she drunk calls him, and she actually just tells him like kind of how she feels, and he honestly hangs up on her because he's like, you know, it's 5 a.m. here. I really don't have time for your BS. So you wanna know what she does? When he comes back, she goes to him and she apologizes. So it's just like, okay, accountability, because you did drunk call the man talking ish, even though me personally, but yeah, I guess her being accountable for her actions, but yeah, I would have drunk called, but me personally, I wouldn't have been drunk and did it. I would have did it soberly, but that's just me. But yeah, her drunk calling him, she apologized for it. She shows up, you know, looking like she's about to go to Paris, and she basically tells him that she doesn't have an issue doing this long distance thing. She said, shit, I'll even go to Paris and write Sex in the City in Paris. You feel me? And he's just like, I mean, are you going to be moving for me or you? Because I hope you're doing it for you. And she's just like, why would I go to Paris for myself? You're there, so I'm going to Paris for you. And he's just like, nah, baby, because I can't promise you anything if I take you to Paris with me, because then when things hit the fan, you just going to be stuck in Paris. And that right there just showed me that he literally saw this episode 12, literally what I got from that is like, she saw he just saw nothing long term with her. Like, all this was just day by day for him, event by event, sex by sex, bed by bed. Like, everything was, when it came down to her, nothing was planned. It was just like a day by day thing. And I just hate the fact that she actually went along with it. So when she broke down in his kitchen and threw her McDonald's everywhere, I was like, no, like, this is justified. But at the same time, I just feel bad for her because of the fact that she literally dug her own hole. It just seemed like at this point, she was already too deep into her feelings with him, and she's been with him for like, how many years has this been now? Like 2 years or so. And she just already fell too hard, too deep. And she's just looking stupid for him constantly. And it just seemed like she was actually over it. So when he actually went to Paris and she was talking about she was done, I was just like, okay, Carrie, now I can be done feeling bad for you. Like, the toxicity is out. Child, then we go to episode 13. And instead of healing from her breakup, episode 13, she goes to therapy because she goes to therapy because her friends were tired of hearing about Big. They was tired of it. They was tired. I'm tired, Pauls. I'm tired of this grandpa. That's too damn bad. They was tired of hearing about that man. So they sent her ass to therapy. She seen here and she sleep with some dude that she met in therapy. And he talking about his issues in therapy is that he usually use interest in girls after he sleep with them. And Carrie ended up sleeping with him. So it's just like, girl. Then you get to the next episode 14, and instead of her healing again, she tried to make an emotional connection with her F-buddy. And the thing about, and this was my thing when I was just like, okay, Carrie, I'm just coming to the conclusion that, oh girl, she just have a lot of insecurities. She just wants to be wanted and loved. And the love that she had for Big, she's trying to find some guy to feel that love. So, but that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Cause it's like it's like, no lie. You should never, ever catch feelings for your F buddy, your sneaky link. Y'all should never ever catch feelings for your sneaky link. Let your sneaky link get them what they there for, and that's just for pleasure, sexual pleasure. Like the fact that she tried to date her sneaky link F buddy really irritated me, because it's just like, girl, please go heal from your big heartbreak and stop trying to fill your void with men and dick A. Like, girl, please just go heal, because I knew she was down bad when she tried to make an emotional connection with her F buddy, her sneaky link. Because it's just like, girl, and y'all, no lie, if y'all, anybody that's returning to my channel, like I said, they know I've been through this. So it's just like, yeah, when her sneaky link was caught off guard when they actually went on a date, and he was looking like, girl, why are we not smashing right now? And the fact that she was surprised that he was looking like that, it's just like, dude, I'm really your sneaky link, yo F buddy. Why did you even invite me out for a date? And you know that I only want you to hit me up when I'm trying to smash. Like, Carrie, what are you doing? I was just like, oh, sis is down bad. So then we get to the next episode 15, and she still got a dude. Like, this girl was not single and healed, not one time throughout season 2. And I just felt bad for her, because it seemed like everything she went through just piled up. Like, she didn't even get a chance. Like, honestly, y'all, Carrie should have stayed in therapy. But yeah, that could have helped her work out some problems. Like, if she didn't end up sleeping with old dude, she really could have went back to therapy. Because if I was her therapist, I would be like, girl, you need to be single. Like, you need to leave these dudes alone. Or like, yeah, because clearly it's not going well. Because then we get to although this episode, it wasn't her fault, but I still felt bad for her, because it was just like, ooh, damn. So we get to episode 15, and she's dating some writer guy, and they end up going well. But yeah, the sex life isn't great, because, you know, he finishes before they start, if y'all get what I mean. But that's not even the weirdest part about this relationship to me. The weirdest part about this relationship to me was how obsessed his mom was with Carrie. And it's just like, it's a good thing. Not really, but it's just like, because that's what she wanted. But everything was good with him besides the fact that, you know, the sex was bad. And the fact that the mom kind of knew this too. And it seemed like, but the crazy thing about this episode is, it seemed like she was dating the mom more than she was dating old dude. And it's like I said, again, I felt bad for her, because it's just like, damn, like, it's like she got the family part right with dating a dude, but then it's like the dude just wasn't, so it's just like, damn, Carrie, again. Then the next episode 16, she ends up dating a recovering alcoholic, and at first, you know, things are going slow. He wants to take it slow. She starts to like kiss him, and he's not really feeling it. And he eventually tells her, like, you know, I'm a recovering alcoholic, and I never done anything sexual sober. So they finally have sex sober, and he ends up becoming obsessed with her. And I was just like, okay, but I'm not a recovering alcoholic, so I don't know how that feels, so I can't really speak on that. But yeah, he becomes obsessed with her, and he ended up wilding out at the end. And the crazy thing is, like, she actually seemed like she was liking him, and that, you know, she was willing to give it a chance and whatnot. But it's just like, yo, how come every time she likes somebody, like, what? It's like, it's just always something. It's just always something. And I just hated that for her, because it just seemed like anything that happened, it was just something where it's just like, damn, my girl Carrie just want to be loved. She just want to love, like, but first of all, but it's just like, dude, the recovering alcoholic at the end of the episode, him screaming out her window and whatnot, I was just kind of like, yeah, please, like, let's get him out of here because, yeah, you doing too much. Then y'all, let's just address the elephant in the room, the worst episode, not the worst episode of all, but this is honestly the episode where my heart went to my ass for her. Like, it seemed like this whole season I felt bad for her, but this episode specifically is the episode that I actually can sit here and be like, oh my gosh, I like cried with her because it was just like, damn. So episode 17, she says, well, her and the girls, they go to the Hamptons. Mind you, the episode where Big is telling her that you know about the Paris thing, she invites him to go to the Hamptons. Keep that in mind. Yeah, the girls are at the Hamptons and whatnot, you know, doing their thing. Woo. And then the worst thing that can happen. She ends up seeing Big. Mind you, the last time she saw him, they were broken up. He said he was going to Paris. It's a chance he might be moving to Paris. And here his ass go at the Hamptons at the same place that I invited you to. But he's with another girl. That hurt. Like, she was so shook that she turned into stone. Like, she saw him and she just like yeah, oh my god, I don't know if y'all ever been in this situation before, but seeing somebody that you love with somebody else, that would do that to you. That'll do that to you. Or not even somebody that you love, seeing somebody that you with, that you want to be with somebody else, that hurt. But no lie, it pissed me off when she saw him and she walked up to him and said, is it really you? Bitch, who else is it gonna be? So she goes up to Big and you know, she's just like, is it really you? And he's like, hey, oh, this is Natasha. No lie, I will say this, no lie, Natasha was a cutie. Like, you know, I honestly don't hop on the Natasha hate train. I'll talk about Natasha in another video, but honestly, me liking Natasha. But right here, I felt Carrie's hurt. I felt bad for her. And then Natasha sitting here talking about, oh, you're Carrie, I heard so much about you. I would have, no lie, oh, this whole situation would have set me the flip off, because it's like, y'all is really playing in my face right now. And then I would have to go off on him, because it's like, dude, you know I invited you here. So it's like, but the thing is, Big don't really care about Carrie like that, so it's not like in his mind he knew like, oh shit. And even if he did know Carrie was gonna be there, not like he would have cared. But it's just like, dude, you know that Carrie invited you to the Hamptons on this specific day at this specific time, and you still showed up here with another girl. Like, y'all, that hurts. That even hurt me through the screen. So as she's talking to him, he tells her like, yeah, you know, the Paris deal didn't fall through and woo. Natasha walks away and he's just like, yeah, you know, I was gonna call you. And what I'm telling y'all, I literally, like, I can't stand him. I really can't. Like, Mr. Big is just a definition of, y'all ever heard the song by Trina F Boy? Like, Mr. Big is the guys that the female rap girlies make songs about to this day. Like, cause it's just like, dude, like, and it's like, I felt felt so bad for Carrie when she ran away to the beach and she was just throwing up under the fireworks. Cause the fireworks, they were just supposed to have fun in the Hamptons. That's what they were supposed to do. They were supposed to watch the fireworks together, have fun. Woo, baddie shot a clock, you know. But instead, she had to waste the end of her vacation throwing up on the beach under the fireworks because her stupid ass bitchassx wanted to bring another girl to the party that she invited him to at first, and she didn't even know the man was there. Like, just imagine being caught off guard like that. Like, that would honestly ruin my whole vacation. That would have ruined my vacation. I would have thrown up on the beach like her. I would have slapped the crap out of him. I probably would have slapped the crap out of Natasha. And mind you, it wouldn't have been her fault. But it's just like, yo, who is playing with me right now? Cause it's like, yeah, no lie. I just felt so bad for her this episode. And then her face expression when she did actually see him, like, it just hurt my heart. Cause it's just like, damn. It's just like, damn. And then it gets worse in the season finale, episode 18. So, after knowing all this, Big and Natasha are now together. Like I said, me don't have issue with Natasha. So, but Big and Natasha are together, and yay, good for them, cool. But Carrie insists on being friends with Big, and y'all, no lie, I felt bad for Carrie this season, but it's just like this season 2, she just kept digging her own hole. Like, after she saw Big with Natasha, that should have sealed the deal for her. Ain't no friendship, ain't no acquaintances, associates, ain't no we about to be walking down the sidewalk together. None of that. You would never see me or hear from me again after I see you with somebody else. Period, point blank. You can call it petty, you can call it insecure, you can call it jealous. I don't care. That's what it is. I'm not about to be pretending to live in peace and harmony with my ex that I'm in love with and just watch him be with somebody else and y'all think I'm about to support it and be a good sport. Like, no, I'm a sore loser. I'm not no good sport. Like, y'all got me effed up. Like, yeah. So she insists on being friends with him, and she tells people that, you know, she kind of accepted the fact that they're together, but she just wants to be friends with him. Why? I do not. And the thing is, I don't know what she expected out of this friendship with him, because they were never friends. They were friends with benefits, relationships, but they were never like platonically friends. So the fact that she wanted to keep this friendship going with him, it's like, dude, you had no friendship with him. Like, you were smashing him and you were in a relationship with him. So you can't smash him anymore and you can't be in a relationship with him. So what type of platonicness? You're jealous of Natasha because she's with the man that you want. So it's like you saw his lifestyle and you realize that's not even a lifestyle you fit into. And the thing is, after seeing Natasha, she really sees like, yeah, this is, and me personally, I think he fumbled with Natasha. But I'm getting too ahead of myself. Back to this episode. Okay, so she decides to call Mr. Big. And at first, Natasha answers the phone, and she abruptly hangs up. But it's just like, that's his girl. She's at his house, so yeah, if you call him, sometimes she might answer the phone if she's there. So she decides to call back because she's like, oh my gosh, he has caller ID. They're gonna know it's me. Then whatever. So he answers this time, and she invites him to lunch. He accepts. So it's like, they go to lunch. So when they go to lunch, you know, and she meets him, Big is acting all weird. He's falling over and doing weird things. So in her head, she's thinking like, okay, like my man might want me back. You know, he's nervous about meeting me. But it's like, girl, nah, he nervous because he about to drop this bomb on you. So they're at lunch and, you know, they're just sitting down conversing and whatnot. And she tells him verbatim that they're not gonna bring up their other relationships if they're not serious. And he's like, Carrie, it is serious. Natasha and I are engaged. And and what I'm telling you, Carrie had the right response. Guys, like I said, I would have slapped his ass too. Because it's like, bro, you keep playing with me and I don't like this. Like, so, and I agree with everything that she said when she was going off on him in the restaurant after he told her that he was engaged. Like, honestly, Natasha's age, her being 26, 27, and him being like however the LO he was, it did kind of play a role to me, because it's just like, it was, me personally, I was like, okay, what does he kind of see in someone that's kind of like 20 years younger than him? But besides the point, you sit here and you string this girl, Carrie Bradshaw, along for 2 years, knowing how obsessed she was. This girl was about to move to Paris for you. Like, Carrie literally would have been that man's ride or die. Cause shit, she was his ride or die. She wasn't even with him. And you sit here and you have the nerve to, you tell me to my face, like, yeah, no, I'm about to marry this 26-year-old that I just met in Paris, cause like, what? Like, are you serioso? Like, So yeah, after she gets up and leaves the restaurant, like, I really do feel like she should have left it there. But afterwards, he calls her, and it's like, it kind of goes to screening and whatnot. That was honestly way before my time. So he's kind of like leaving her a message, and within the message, he's just like, oh, I'll never do anything to hurt you. And she picks up, I know you wouldn't. Girl, he been hurting you since season 1, episode 1. What, like, so the fact that he lied to you, talking about he would never do anything to hurt you, and you lying to him, talking about, I know you wouldn't. It's like, what? Like, girl, are you not already hurt? Cause shit, I'm hurt for you. I feel bad for you. And I'm just, I can't even imagine, like, like, was he not hurting you this whole time? So I guess he apologizes to her, and he's just like, I just wanted you to hear it from me first, and whoop, whoop, whoop. But it's just like, honestly, if I were her, I would have rather just read it in the newspaper. No lie, I would have just rather left him alone, took my L in silence, because, yeah. But then he invites her to the engagement party, and when she got that letter, she could not even look at it. But it's just like, girl, you sit here and you wanted to be friends with him, and he thinking y'all just friends. So it's like, shoot, let me invite my friend to my engagement party. But the good thing is that she didn't go. But as she's walking home, she's outside the place of the engagement party because it was on her way home, and she sees him and they have a conversation. And this question honestly hurts. This question honestly hurts, because it's like, she asked him, why wasn't it me? And no lie, like that, like I said, I don't know if y'all been in situations like this before, but asking somebody, to, like, why can't you, like for me, like, I'll just, do a little bit. Like, I remember asking somebody I was with, like, like, basically, like, why you won't stop, messing around on me? Like, why me? Like, why won't you just want to be with me? And I remember the emotions and the fury I felt when I had to ask old dude that. So seeing her ask him, why not me? Like, yeah, because why did you go out and marry this 26-year-old girl that you just met in Paris, but you didn't want to wife me? And I've been messing around with you for 2 years. And it's just like, you can just tell that she didn't, regardless of everybody that she dated, season 2, season 1, etc., she just wanted nothing more than to be accepted by this man that they call Mr. Big. She just wanted to be his lady, his woman, his everything, because he was that to her, and she just wanted to know why she wasn't that to him. You wanna know what his response was? He was just like, I don't know, it just got so hard. And so it's like, okay, so you was just playing in my face for 2 years. Okay, cool. Thanks for letting me know that you didn't really like me and that you had no long-time goals with me. Because it's like, and I really hate that for her, because it's like, she looked so good. Her hair was good. She looked good in this scene. But it's just like, it was just... She just seemed like she was so hurt. And then, she had to fix his hair and was just like, honestly, she thought she ate with this scene. Well, no lie, she kind of did eat with this scene. Like, but it was just the hurt that made me feel bad for her. She pushing her hair back and she was like, you know what? Your girl is lovely, Hubble. And I would have been like, okay. And mind you, Natasha is watching all of this from the limo. And honestly, at this point, if I were Natasha, I already would have been signing the divorce papers. I would be like, I really hope Natasha had a prenup, because I would have been like, oh, hell no. Or honestly, if I was Natasha, I would have got the hell out. Like, oh, what we talking about? We touching hair, we asking questions, like, me and him are about to be one now, so it's like, girl, what's tea? Like, you touching hair, you asking why not me? Like, yeah, I want to know too. What? Like, what's tea? Y'all don't mind me. I'm hella ignorant. Like, I'm so sorry. But yeah, like, but season 2, like the whole season 2, like it started exactly how it ended. It's like the first episode, she was going through her heartbreak with Big, and that's how it ended season 2. And it's like this whole season, I just felt so bad for her that she couldn't find another stable love interest to actually replace her feelings for it, or not even replace, that she was just chasing that high that he gave her, because it seemed like that's what she was doing. Like, all her other days were honestly kind of weird and crazy, but it's like Mr. Big, he had that title, that name, that class, he had everything, and he was toxic. They had good sex, and it's like she dated a guy that couldn't even finish, an alcoholic, and it just didn't give. And I hated that for her, and I hated that she didn't even give herself a chance to heal. And it's like, I hated that she had to see them together. Like, y'all, the Hampton episode killed me. Like, my heart sank to my ass for her, because it's just like, yo, the last time you saw this man, you had to break up with him because of the Paris thing, and now out of nowhere he's back in the US and he's with some girl. But y'all, no lie though, I'm actually surprised, because I'm curious of what Big told Natasha about Carrie, because if I were Natasha, as soon as I see Carrie was starting to come back around, I wouldn't go for none of that. I'll be like, you told me that this girl is your obsessive ex, y'all were together for 2 years, and y'all were just, did a whole bunch of off and on toxic stuff together. As soon as I would have seen Carrie come back, I would be like, look, are you gonna be with me or are you gonna be with her? Or, you know what, matter of fact, go be with her, because I don't even want her, like, because, yeah, then y'all want to touch Harry. You got her asking, why not me? But, yeah, ultimately, this season was, I know Carrie Bradshaw gets a lot of hate, but y'all need to chill on my sis. Like, she was just a girl that was blinded in love, and she was just chasing that high that old dude Big gave her. And y'all, did y'all know his name was John? Like, I really hate that they called this man Mr. Big this whole series just for his name revealed to be John. Like, that's pissing me off just thinking about that. Like, what? But yeah, y'all, more of the story, y'all need to give Carrie Bradshaw some slack. At least season 2 Carrie Bradshaw. Season 2 Carrie Bradshaw, y'all need to give her some slack. Like, that girl was just drunk in love. Literally, she was drunk calling that man. He was just, and the crazy thing is, I really do feel like he led her on, but at the same time, he kind of made it clear that he wasn't on the same type of time she was on, but she just kept pushing that. But it's just like, he was so manipulative, and he just gave her enough. It's like he learned her. He gave her enough to do what would keep her quiet. And I was just like, girl, shut up and have sex with me. Or girl, shut up. Let's just go to dinner one time, and then I'll go back to my old ways, and then we can go to dinner next week. But yeah, I felt bad for my girl, because it's just like, she just wanted that man's love and attention. She was about to move to Paris for him, and he just shut all that shit down with the quickness. And he just played in her face. And not only that, it would have been different if he would have played in her face and he just would have shut it down and, you know, be single. But the fact that he played in her face and then married somebody else, told her he was about to marry somebody else, and expected her to just be cool with it, is what makes it worse. It's just like, this dude was terrible. So y'all, just give my girl Carrie some slack. She was just in love with a manipulative narcissist. And it's like, haven't we all been there? Well, shit, at least I know I have. So